Okay, hey guys, I hope you're all doing very well. This is my first time filming in literally over a month. This is insane to me. I didn't like voluntarily have a month off. It just ended up being a month off somehow. Like I filmed Yasmin's like Christmas, what do you call that thing again? This bit of my fringe is pissing me off, by the way, it will not stay down. But yeah, I filmed Yasmin's compilation video thing, and then like that took forever to edit, and then it got to like Christmas, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna have fun over Christmas. I'm not gonna worry about filming, I'm just gonna do me and just have the best time. And then like me and Yasmin just got like super busy, and then it was like New Year, and then it was like my birthday. You know, I just had like some time off to myself and just really enjoyed myself, because the time I had off like last year, like the summer and stuff, it wasn't for a good reason. I wasn't having fun, and I just thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna have some fun. So yes, I've let you down yet again, but it is a new year. Obviously I'm not gonna make promises because there's a chance I might just disappear again, who knows, you know, I'm a wild card now apparently. So this video is kind of me saying goodbye to an old bad chapter, getting everything out in the open, and just, you know, letting it go, letting you guys know what I've been through, because I have obviously said here and there that I had a bad year last year. I didn't really say why, I kind of just glazed over it because I wasn't ready to talk about it as such, and it's honestly not that bad. You guys probably think like my life like ended or whatever and like I was dead for a while, but honestly it's not that bad, but in the moment it was kind of bad for me. So I just want to talk about that, and I want to talk about what's going on this year, and I just want to have like a new year video, even though it's like the 21st of January now. But this will be up probably on the 22nd or 23rd, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm kind of like midway through January now, but I've had all my time off, I've chilled, I've relaxed, I've just enjoyed myself. Like I was saying, me and Yasmin had the best week last week. So she was off for my birthday, and it was her birthday as well. So my birthday was the 14th of January and her birthday was the 19th of January. So she kind of had a week off and we just celebrated our birthdays. It was my big 3-0. If you guys tell me I don't look 30, I would love you for life, by the way. A lot of you guys have been like, you don't look 30, I thought you were like 24. And I'm like, oh my god, please just marry me right now. Like, I don't know what it is. I just don't want to look or feel old ever. I know that's such a shitty thing to like want in life. Like a lot of people just want to get married and have kids and just settle down. There's me like, I want to be a teenager forever. Like, there's something wrong with me, I swear. Anyway, so yeah, we had the best week. We celebrated my birthday, we went to London, we chilled, we went out for food, we went to the cinema. Honestly, just had like the best week ever. Honestly, it was a good way to start my 30s. I'm so glad Yasmin's in my life, and yeah, like I've said in plenty of videos recently, she's helped me through one of the worst years of my life. Yeah, it was just fun, it was good, and yeah, I'm doing better now, touch wood. I'm touching wood so hard right now. This is my problem, like when stuff's going well in my life, I'm continuously suspicious that something's gonna fuck up, and I shouldn't live like that, but that's just who I am. I'm like, right, okay, so what's bad gonna happen? And I guess living like that means I get no surprises because I'm expecting something bad to happen, but I'm constantly in my head like something bad's gonna happen, and it's not good. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty, probably why you're all here and stuff like that. So last year was good, I would say, you know, average up until May, and that's when shit really hit the fan for me. A lot of you, well, not a lot of you, a few of you have guessed what happened to start off with, and most of you that had guessed were correct. So my 6-year relationship ended. You guys know I've talked about my ex-boyfriend here and there in videos and stuff like that, but yeah, a few of you guessed and you were right, but I didn't really want to talk about it. It was fresh and new, and I kind of just want to respect my ex as well, because he wasn't really into the whole YouTube thing. Yeah, he was in a couple of my videos, which I've taken down most of them now. I think there might be 1 or 2 floating where he's still in it somewhere, but honestly I think in total he was in like 4 videos, if that. So he wasn't really prevalent in like my YouTube career. It wasn't like we did loads of couple videos or anything like that, which is probably good for me, to be honest, because there isn't much for me to look back at and stuff like that. Like there's no like major memories filmed, which is good. So that's kind of helped me a bit. So yeah, probably a lot of you guys are just like, well, okay, you went through a breakup, like, you know, we all go through them, and yeah, that's totally cool. But for me, it was, I don't know why, I just took it so hard because I literally did not see it coming, because in my mind it was everything was peachy keen. Like, I thought we were good, I thought we were happy, and apparently we weren't. So that hit me literally like a ton of bricks, and I just didn't know what to do with myself. Like the first day that it happened, I kind of was in shock, and then from then onwards it was literally like a roller coaster. It was like one of those massive roller coasters in America, like King Dakar, where it was just like I was sitting at the top for a while, and then all of a sudden it went like this. I just crashed. And I think the reason why is because well, again, it's a breakup. You were with someone for 6 years, like, it's gonna hurt. It hurt a lot, and I don't take breakups well, I don't think, thinking about it, because like I'm a commitment person. Like, oh god, like I cannot just be with any old person. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so into commitment. Like, if I'm with someone, I want to be with them. I'm not doing it for the sake of it. I'm there for the long run. And you know, I'm not one to like fool around or anything like that. I'm literally in it, you know, I'm dead in it. It was like we were married or something, I don't know. So yeah, I took it hard because of that. Also, my ex was around when my mum was alive, and then my mum passed away, and obviously he was with me through all of that. So I put all of my like comfort onto him. I didn't realise until we broke up, but I'm pretty sure I put all my comfort and my homely feeling on him, which is probably not healthy, but again, I didn't realise until we broke up. So I was like, shit, I've got like nothing now. You know, all I had in my life, in my opinion, was my best friend, my auntie, and my sister. And then I don't know why, but I felt like my ex was like the biggest part in my life. So when that disappeared, I was like, oh my fucking god. You know, there was days where I tried to like man up, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the right term to say is, but there was days where I'm like, right, Lauren, just fucking get over it. Like, it's happened, it's done. And then just one little, it's always just that one little thing that just sets you off, isn't it? Like, you think you're doing okay, and then it's like a song or a memory or a place or a food, and it just makes you go, oh fuck, and then your heart just cracks all over again, like you've mended it with like masking tape, and then all of a sudden it's just broken in two again, and I just couldn't heal. I don't know why, I just couldn't heal. So that was that, and you know, the first month was awful. Yeah, Yasmin said she was like super worried about me, and my auntie was super worried about me because I didn't want to go anywhere, I didn't want to eat, I lost 2 stone. So that was a thing, because I was posting on Instagram, which is something I probably shouldn't have done, and I apologise because it probably wasn't the best thing for me to do. But I was posting that I was like losing weight, but I wasn't doing it a healthy way, I was just not eating. Well, I was like eating 1 meal a day. And it was barely anything, it was like a child-sized meal. So I lost like 2 stone. I've pretty much put back on a 1.5 stone since, because I've been eating food like there's no tomorrow now, which is fab for me, but not fab for all the new clothes that I brought last summer. Because they barely fit anymore, I have to proper squeeze into them. But yeah, I was losing weight, and I just, like I was saying, I didn't want to go out, I didn't want to do anything. Yasmin was like, come on, let's just go cinema, let's go out. She took me to like parks and stuff. We went for walks just to like clear my head and get some fresh air, because I was literally sitting in my room doing nothing but crying. Oh, such a Bridget Jones moment. Yeah, it was tough. So the first month, awful. So May to June, terrible. And then I think it was like end of June, Yasmin was like, right, come on, we have to sort you out now. And then I looked after my friend Emma's dog, because she went on holiday with her family, so I stayed at hers, and I pretty much just like confessed everything to Yasmin, to be honest with you. And what that is I have get it out. I've had anxiety for probably most of my life. Barely anyone knows this. Like, this is me pretty much telling the world now. So I've put it on Instagram here and there. Yasmin knows, and that's about it, to be honest. My sister knows as well, but that is it. Like, family don't really know. They might have guessed or something, but I just don't talk about it. I'd rather just soldier on, and it's not healthy. Like, please don't do that. Please get help. I've learned the very, very hard way. Trust me, like, don't do this. Like, as soon as you feel crap about yourself, or you have some mental issues going on, don't wait like all of your life to do something about it. Trust me. Big regrets. So yeah, I confessed to Yasmin. I was like, yeah, I like have anxiety and stuff, and like this is really bugging me, because my ex was a comfort blanket for me, because like he just was, like, I felt like he got it and stuff. So because he was out of the equation now, I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to put something, like I'm gonna have to put all my comfort in someone else, which again isn't a healthy coping mechanism. But I just needed to do it right there and then, and I was like, well, Yasmin's been in my life for so long, so let's just put it all on her now. But I'm much better now and stuff like that, so like I can deal with my own stuff. I don't need someone in my life to feel comfortable anymore. But obviously Yasmin's still around and stuff like that, and you know anyway. Shut up, Lauren, I'm rambling. But yeah, with the whole anxiety thing, so let's talk about that quick. I like looking back on my childhood and stuff like that, I think I was just always an anxious person. Like looking back at my childhood, I was like worrying about stuff that normal people don't worry about, and like I'm the biggest overthinker. Oh my god, it's not even funny. I overthink everything. So if someone's a little bit off with me, or like if someone's vibe is a little bit different, I'm always like, oh my god, they hate me. Or oh my god, I've pissed them off. Or oh my god, I'm annoying. Or oh my god, they're gonna like run away from me, they're gonna leave me, because I've had like that in the past with ex-boyfriends and family and stuff like that, or family. So like that's constantly on my mind, that someone's gonna leave me, just leave me high and dry again. So that's always in my mind. But I keep stuff to myself, so I don't let people know this. I literally went like 29 years of my life without freaking out on anyone ever, saying, oh my god, you're gonna leave me. Because I do it internally. I'm that person that kind of suffers in silence, which again, you shouldn't. So that's my like my major anxiety, like just overthinking. And then I have certain other triggers. So one is feeling like I can't leave a situation. So again, that has got a lot better. But when I was like 16 to about 22, I barely could go anywhere, because I felt like if I don't have an escape route, or if I can't get home or to a comfortable place, I just don't want to go. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to be a part of it. And again, I don't know where that came from. It's just something that built up in my head somehow. And I think one of the reasons is my other major trigger, which is throwing up. I have emetophobia. I don't know how you actually say etymophobia. It's basically the fear of throwing up or people throwing up. Again, that has got a lot better over the years. The only thing that freaks me out now is if someone has like a stomach virus or a norovirus or anything like that. Like if I can catch it, I don't want to be anywhere near you. But if someone throws up, you know, in the same house as me, and it's because they've drunk too much, or they've eaten something dodgy, or they've got like a migraine, like something that's to do with them, I don't care. I'm like, I can be around you. But before I'd send people out my house. I'm like, get the fuck out. Like, I cannot be around you right now. But that's so much better. So it's basically just viruses now that freak me the fuck out. So my sister recently had norovirus, and that's why I stayed at Yasmin's for a week, because I was like, fuck being in the same house as her. I'm gone. I'm staying with Yasmin. Like, that's the level it gets to. Like, I cannot be in the same house as someone that's got something gross with them. So that's another major big thing for me. Yeah. And again, I don't know where that stems from. I think like if I really look into it, I think it's like being out of control. Like when you throw up, you're out of control of your body. That's another thing that freaks me out. So like passing out, medical stuff, hospitals, like, ugh, no thank you. But with throwing up, you cannot stop it. Like when you're gonna throw up, you're gonna throw up. And I don't know why, like that feeling, just, ugh, I hate it so much. So I think that's where it stems from. I've never had like a bad throwing up experience or anything. Like I've never had anything traumatic. So I honestly just don't understand it, to be honest. But it's one of those things, like it's been something that's been with me since I was a kid. Like I've always felt like this. And could I get treatment for it? Yeah. Do I want to? No, not really. I don't know if that's healthy or not, but I can live with it. You know, I've got like my way of dealing with it, which is basically just run away. But you know, well, we all have something we don't like, so whatever. So that is like my anxiety side of things. So I confessed most of that to Yasmin in like July last year, which is what I've just said. This video is gonna be really long and rambly, by the way. Well, maybe not, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. And then I think it was end of July when the whole depression talk come about, because again, I just couldn't get myself out of the situation I was in. I was still moping, I was still crying all the time, like literally crying non-stop. And I am not a crier. Like, I'm not a crier at all. I do not cry at like real life things. Like, it takes a lot for me to cry at real life things. But I will cry so quickly and so easily at a film. Don't ask, it's probably something to do with repressed stuff and whatever, you know, like your trauma comes out in different ways, and my trauma, mental health stuff comes out through films. I think there's a saying about that, like, don't be that person that keeps stuff in, because then you'll start crying at stupid stuff. I'm that person. Yeah, I'm coming down with the plague again. Just don't Don't talk to me about it. I'm traumatized. I'll catch a break one day, I swear. I hope to God I catch a break, but it's all good. It's awesome, it's calm. But yeah, so that come about, and then Yasmin was like, yeah, we need to get you to the doctors. And with the whole like depression thing for me, I think I've had it since I was like 18. If I look really hard back on my life, I think I started to get like miserable, or whatever you want to call it, like the big sad, when I was about 18-ish. It could have been earlier, but I think that's when I started to notice it. And me being me, I kind of just left it alone, right? You know, when you're just like, nah, you know, I'm fine, I'm fine. Just pure denial. I was like, you know what, this is normal. Feeling like this is normal. You know, having no motivation to do anything is normal. Wanting to lay in bed all day is normal. And I kind of just was like, yeah, I'm fine, you know, for how many years was that? Like 11 years I went without doing anything about it. Don't do that, because there's no point. You're just ruining your own life. And yeah, I mean, again, like, I'm not a crier. I was the opposite side. I barely ever cried. And that's gone back to how and that's now like normal again, like I don't cry. But yeah, anyway, I went to the doctors. Yasmin came with me, and she was like, right, we're gonna do this, we're gonna get you better. Like, she was by my side the whole time. There's no judgments whatsoever. She didn't judge me once, she didn't laugh at me, she listened to me when I wanted to talk about stuff. But me and her are the same, we don't actually talk about stuff. We kind of just get on with our lives, which, I mean, we pretty much don't have a choice. Like, she lives by herself, I live by myself. Well, I live with my sister, but you know, like, there's no like authority over me. I don't have any parents or anything. So like, we just have to deal with it and get on with our lives. And that's what we've been doing for most of our life, because we just don't have a choice. So, you know, we're on the same boat, and this is why me and Yasmin are so freaking close, because we literally have been kind of through the same things in our lives. Like, we get each other. So that's why we're so close. That's why we're like an old married couple already. But she came to the doctor's appointment with me, and she helped me speak out about stuff, because the first doctor I went to, she wasn't judgmental, but she was kind of like, because I kind of opened up saying, oh, I've been through a breakup, and it's like setting off, you know, bad feelings. Then she's like, oh, so you've been through a breakup? And I was like, well, no, because I've had these feelings before for a very long time. But she still wrote down in my notes, like my, what do you call it, like a medical record, that I'd been through a breakup. And I'm just like, no, but it was before that as well. But okay, fine, whatever, focus on that if you want to. And then I was put on some medication. I was put on sertraline, I don't know how to say it, sertraline. How do you say it? I'm sure some of you guys know what that is. I was put on a low dose of that, and it helped, I would say, like a little bit. It definitely perked me up a little bit, and it put me in a better place. Obviously, you can't just rely on medication, but it does help for the most part. I know some people have had bad experiences with it and stuff, but this is, I'm just talking from my experience. Don't take my advice on this. Don't be like, oh, so she's on that, it's going to work for me, because the chances are it may not. So I was on that for about I was on that for a few months actually. From like July until end of October, I think, November. And I had the worst side effect. It was awful. I didn't have any other side effects apart from the night sweats. And if any of you have experienced them before, you know just how awkward and embarrassing it is, and just, it's awful. But basically, I would wake up drenched, just drenched in like sweat. And at first I didn't know what it was, because it started happening in summer, like end of August, September, I started to get this side effect. And I was kind of like, oh, it's because it's hot and we had like heat waves and stuff, and I was like, kind of just ignored it. I didn't put the two and two together. But when it started to go into like September, October, when it was a little bit cooler, I was like, nah, I'm not that hot. Like, I wake up cold. And that was the other thing. I could not regulate my body temperature. I still struggle with that a little bit, but it's a bit better now. But I could not regulate my body temperature. So if I was hot, I was just unbearable. Like, I wanted to rip my skin off and just like bathe in the Antarctica Sea, because I was so hot and I couldn't get my temperature down. And if I was freezing cold, it took me forever to get warm again. So like regulating my temperature and stuff was awful. I was constantly sweating, even like when I wasn't asleep and stuff. But yeah, I would wake up drenched in sweat. It was disgusting, and I was constantly like washing my bed covers because it always smelled sweat, and it was just disgusting. So I eventually, you know, I kind of persevered because I was scared to go on to something else, because this was my first time like taking meds for stuff like this. So I eventually went to the doctors again, and my second doctor was, oh my god, an absolute angel. I have never had a nicer doctor. She was, oh god, I could like marry her. She was so sympathetic, she was so understanding, she listened to me, she didn't butt in, she didn't ask stupid questions. She was like, oh god, that must be like so awful for you, let's see what we can do for you, is there anything else I can do for you, do you want to talk about anything? Like, she was so sweet, and I swear I wish everyone that is having mental health problems could go to this doctor, because I was like, oh my god, where have you been all my life? Like, if I knew doctors were going to be like her, I would have gone years ago, because I've heard horror stories about how doctors are not the nicest of people when it comes to stuff like this. You know, obviously there's angels out there, like this second doctor I went to, but I've heard horror stories too from you guys about how some of the doctors you've been to have been not the nicest. But yeah, she was super understanding. She's like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on a different type of antidepressant anxiety thing, and see how I get on with that. So I'm now on 20 milligrams of, again, I can't fucking say this, cleotripam, I don't know, fucking hell, I'm having a meltdown. I'll obviously write it down here so you guys can understand, but I'm on the lowest dose of that as well, which is 20 milligrams. Well, I don't know if that's the lowest, but I was put on 20 milligrams, and honestly I feel like this one has helped me so much more than the other one I was on. Like, I feel much better now. Again, it might be just because my life's improving a bit more, so it is definitely a mixture, but I do feel better, and the night sweats barely ever happen. I've woke up like maybe 2 times, 3 times since I've been on it and been a bit sweaty, but not as bad as I was, you know, on the other stuff. And I can regulate my body temperature much better now. Again, there's still some times where I'm like overwhelmingly hot or like freezing cold, but again, it's not as bad as what it was. So that was my experience. Again, this is my experience. You guys are going to have different experiences if you're in the same train as me, or if you're thinking about getting help and stuff. It's, you know, everyone's different. My experiences are going to be so different to yours, and vice versa, and what have you. So it's just best to talk to a doctor and figure it out yourself. So that's where I'm at with that side of things, and with the whole like ex-boyfriend type of thing. I mean, that's, you know, done and dusted now. We kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of like, it wasn't really on and off, but it was like here and there for a little bit after we broke up, and that really, I think at the end of the day, just messed me up even more. So I kind of put a stop to it type thing, and I've actually felt better since. So I think, yeah, I should have just done that sooner, and Yasmin was telling me to do it sooner. She's like, come on, you need to nip this in the bud now, and I was just like, oh, you know, you're just like attached and you cannot let go. But you know, I've kind of like let go now, and I do feel a bit better. Like I was saying, touching wood, slapping this wood. Yeah, it's okay. I can't, do you know, I hate myself for saying like life's going okay at the minute, because I'm like pure fear right now saying that out loud, because I know I'm probably going to jinx it, because of, you know, every time life has gone a bit well for me, it ends up going in the crap ass. So I'm terrified right now, actually terrified. But yeah, that's pretty much what was going on. There was obviously a bit more to it. I've kind of glazed over it a little bit and gave you the rundown, just, you know, out of respect to other people, and, you know, I just want to keep some things private for myself in my life, you know. Like, this is kind of hard for me saying this out loud to possibly like thousands of people. Like, this is hard because I'm not one to talk about my problems. But yeah, so yeah, last year was a real shitter, but strangely it worked out for the better. Again, touching wood, but it has kind of strangely worked out for the better, because I should have done this years ago, like get help for what I was struggling with. So there was like a silver lining to the whole situation, I guess, if you want to say that. I don't know, is that correct thing to say? I don't know. So yeah, this year I've turned 30. It's been going well so far. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this year has to offer for me when it comes to tattoos. I have a tattoo booked for Saturday, which I'm so excited about, with Emma Arietti, who's done quite a few of my tattoos, and she did my rose hand tattoo here. So I'm excited for that. I will keep that a secret as to what I'm getting. I'll definitely film a video about it. You guys know me, can't keep my mouth shut. I love talking about new tattoos because it's exciting, and you guys like to hear about my stories and how my experiences go with tattoos, and it helps you a little bit as well. That's my next tattoo, and then after that I don't think I'll be getting one until the end of February, which will be my blast over, another session on that. Hopefully we get a long way with that in that session. What else have I got planned for this year? Me and Yasmin are going on 2 holidays at the moment so far. We're going to Dominican Republic in May, which I cannot wait because it's all inclusive. Like, that is our first ever all inclusive hotel. We normally go half board or nothing. It depends where we go and stuff. So we booked that a little while ago actually. I don't know when we booked that. I think it was last summer, just for something to look forward to. And then the cheeky minx, that is Yasmin and my auntie and my sister, they booked a holiday for me and Yasmin for July to go to Dubai again. This will be my 3rd time, and I think it might be her 5th time going to Dubai. Yeah, I think it might be her 5th or 6th time that she's going, but our first ever holiday was to Dubai, so it's kind of like a little memory thing, going for the memes, gonna have some fun. Hopefully they let me in because I look like a weirdo. Like the 2nd time I went, they searched my bags and stuff because they probably looked at me. I had blue hair. Like the first time I went, I had blonde hair and I looked relatively normal, and I didn't have any problems, but the 2nd time they kind of looked at me and were like, we need to search your bags. And if I go looking like Cruella with more tattoos now, whew, that's gonna be fun for me trying to get in there. But you know, all for the lols. And then we've got Yasmin's other best friend's wedding, so we've got a hen do and a wedding, so we're staying away for both of those. And there's some other things coming up, but I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to jinx anything, so but yeah, it's all going good. And as for videos, obviously I'm going to try and get the content back on the roll, back on the ball, to like at least one video a week. Like, let's at least try that, Lauren, for fuck's sake. But I want to try and get back to my at least 2 to 3 videos a week. I don't know what else to say. I think that's pretty much the whole of the the nitty gritty and what was going on for me last year. I kind of just wanted to, like I was saying, get it out in the open, talk about it, let you guys know what was happening, and I kind of just wanted to throw away that chapter, you know, the last few, like since May last year. I kind of just want to scribble it out and throw it in a ball, throw it to you guys. If you want to read it or look at it or listen to it, well, here you are. You already have, obviously. And I don't really want to talk about it anymore, you know, unless obviously anything changes. And, you know, if you guys want more like mental health videos, just holler down below, because I know it can be very soothing and comforting to know that someone that you watch on YouTube or someone you follow is kind of going through the same thing as you are. Sometimes people don't want to know about it, which was pretty much me for most of my life. Like, anytime a YouTuber that I followed or watched or subscribed to or whatever posted a mental health video, I would ignore it because, again, complete denial. I still struggle with that a little bit. I'm kind of like, I have like those horse blinders on. I'm like, no, it's fine, everyone's fine. It's not a good way to go about life, but that's just how I cope with it. But I know it can be helpful for you guys to hear other people talk about it, and just so you like know you're not alone. I know that can be comforting. So if you guys want more videos on that, or like just like updates of how I'm getting on my meds and stuff, I'm still on them, and I don't know when I will come off of them. Like, the first doctor I went to was like, oh, you'll be on them till about January, but because I had to swap, I'll probably have to be on them for a while. But I definitely think I have, like, the doctor didn't say what kind of depression I had. Like, my anxiety is definitely generalized, and then like a phobia as well. But with the depression, I think it's like, what's the word? Not terminal, but I think it's something that I'm gonna have for my whole life, basically. It's not one of the oh my god. It's fine, I'm not getting ill, I'm fine, I promise. I'm not coming down with the plague yet again. That's another thing I didn't mention. I had the worst fucking chest infection last year that fucking knocked me out for 3 weeks. That was traumatic in itself. Anyway. Yeah, so I don't know what the word of it is. Is it clinical depression? When you have it for like most of your life? I think that's what I have. I don't think it's gonna ever disappear. I mean, I might have phases where it's okay, but I've got a feeling it's gonna be something I'm gonna struggle with, deal with for most of my life. And I'm okay with that because that's what makes me me. Like, I've dealt with it for like a big chunk of my life, like 11 years, without even doing anything about it. So I can function with it. I have high functioning mental health problems, and it's cool, it's fine, you know, I can deal with it. I can deal with it, I have no choice. But yeah, I'm doing better, so you guys don't need to like worry about me or anything. Again, touch wood. That was really easy. I'm glad I waited until I was in a better mind frame. Like, if I had made this video a few months ago, I don't think it would have been as easy breezy. I might have struggled doing it, but at the minute I'm okay. Yeah, thank you so much for listening if you're still here and watching and supporting me through that crappy year. And I'm sorry again for not like uploading or maybe keeping you guys in the loop. I don't know. I don't know how to go about this thing because I am quite a private person. Like I don't, well, yeah, I mean, I don't talk about much about anything with anybody. So yeah, it's all a little bit hard, but I'm just taking life by the fucking balls now and just being like, right, this is who I am. If you don't like it, then fuck off. And to be honest, Yasmin's still by my side. Here I am just caressing her balls. But Yasmin's still by my side, and to be honest, that's all that matters. She's my best friend, she's my ride or die. And yeah, if she's still in my life, then it's all good, isn't it? Like, oh, and I also, while I'm here rambling, I'm sorry, this video is really all over the fucking place, but I also want to do a massive thank you, not only to you guys that have been with me throughout this and kind of just, you know, waited for me to get my life together, but also my moderators on my Facebook group. I swear to God, that group would have shut down 9 months ago, or whenever the shit hit the fan, because I would not have been able to handle that group while I was feeling like I was feeling. Like, there's just no way. And they have pretty much run that group for the past, so hang on, 5th, 6th, so they've pretty much run that group for the past 7-8 months because I've barely been active in it. Like, I pop in every now and then, I'll post something every now and then, and because we have like a group chat and stuff of like the moderators, and we talk and stuff about the group and other stuff. I pop in every now and then, and yeah, I mean, yeah, it would have disappeared honestly without them. Like, there's a lot of you guys in there now. I think there's like 9,000 people in that Facebook group, and I would not want to have shut it down, but without them I would have shut it down because I wouldn't be able to do it myself. So yeah, without them, whew, yeah, I'm so grateful for them. It's not even funny. Like, I can't thank them enough. So thank you guys. If you're watching this, you're probably not, you're probably just laughing at Yoda memes or supernatural memes. Kelly. Fran's probably looking at a butthole somewhere. But yeah, no, honestly, yeah, okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching. Please just vent down below if you want someone to vent to, and then hopefully other people can like help you through it. You might find some pen pals or something to talk to if you're all struggling with the same things. We could talk about this kind of thing in my Facebook group as well. As always, it's like an open free for all. There's obviously a few rules, but for the most part you can talk about anything there. So yeah, I'm forever grateful for you guys, and thank you for being patient. And yeah, let's hope 2020 is a good year for all of us, because I know a lot of you guys had a shit year last year as well. So let's hope and pray, touching the wood, everything's gonna be okay. So yeah, thank you, and yeah, until my next video, I hope you guys are all doing very well. Until then, goodbye, adios, much love.